Dolphins Today is presented by Manscaped. If you go to manscaped.com and use promo code Dolphins, you can get 20% off plus free shipping on the performance package. Again, that's manscaped.com, promo code Dolphins. Welcome into Dolphins Today. I am Will Scott. We're going to be talking about on today's show 5 dream scenarios for the Dolphins 2022 season. But first, I want to tell you all about our contest here at Chat Sports in the month of July. Obviously, last week was all about likes. This week is all about getting you to subscribe and turn on notifications. The channel that gets the most subscribers that turn on their noties wins. So turn on your notifications. You'll get an alert on your phone every time we put out a video. And while you're at it, if you're not subscribed, go down, hit that big red subscribe button. My first dream scenario, and probably the most important dream scenario out of the ones we're going to talk about today, is Tua Tagovailoa going out, balling out, shutting up all the haters, all the critics, and proving himself as the Dolphins franchise quarterback. Here is what he did in the first 2 seasons of his NFL career. Completion percentage outstanding. Last season it ranked 4th amongst all NFL QBs. TD to interception ratio, not bad. Additionally, 13-8 as a starter in the National Football League. Here are the numbers that I'm looking at when I'm breaking down Tua. The guy has won football games. He's been accurate. And a lot of people say, well, he can't throw the deep ball. Well, get that. Completion percentage on throws deeper than 20 yards, 50%, first amongst NFL quarterbacks last season. Jalen Waddle, the newest guy to hop on Tyreek Hill's podcast. Here's what he said. That boy looks scary right now. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, bro. It's been him. He's been that guy since Alabama. He's been that guy, consistent, accurate. He's going to show out. I think Tua's potential with this new coaching staff is going to be seen this year. I think that we're going to see the Tua that we've really been waiting to see. I think Tua's going to go out there, do his thing, prove himself as the Dolphins franchise quarterback, because look at what this team has done for him this offseason. You hire Mike McDaniel, you bring back Mike Gesicki, you improve the offensive line getting Connor Williams, Raheem Mostert, Chase Edmonds, and Sony Michel, getting 3 new running backs. You draft Eric Ezukanma, who's going to be big in terms of yards after the catch. You sign Terron Armstead and Ced Wilson, and then most importantly, you trade for arguably the best wide receiver in all of football, getting Tyreek Hill. This is what the Dolphins have done for Tua. They are putting Tua in the best possible position to succeed. Now, Tyreek on his podcast the other day was calling Tua Uno, so we're going to go ahead and do that as well. If you love Tua Tagovailoa, go down, type Uno in the chat, show your love for number 1 by spamming Uno down in the chat. I think this is going to be a really big year for Tagovailoa. Number 2 dream scenario is Tyreek Hill has a career year, like sets all of his personal records is basically what I'm saying, which I think he can do. Here's what he did in Kansas City last 4 seasons. So yes, it's going to be tough to have more than 15 touchdowns. It's going to be tough to have more than 1,400 yards. But let me tell you, I think that it's possible because Tyreek is going to be utilized in a way he has not before. Here is what Drew Rosenhaus said on Tyreek's podcast the other week. There were several times throughout the year that we thought Tyreek was underutilized and underappreciated. They weren't taking advantage of his talent in Kansas City, but Tyreek never made a peep about it. He was a true professional, but it was extremely frustrating. Frustrating that he wasn't given a chance to do more to help the team. There were a lot of things during the season. It felt like there wasn't the same commitment to him. Now he's coming to Miami, where Tyreek is going to be maybe the face of this franchise. He is going to be able to go out there and be utilized in, I think, a way he hasn't before in Mike McDaniel's offense. And when you look at what Mike McDaniel did with Deebo Samuel in San Francisco, maybe it'll be somewhat similar to what we see him utilized in Miami. That's what I think we should expect. I think a lot of jet sweeps to get Tyreek in on would be very beneficial to this Dolphins offense. What's going to be beneficial to you is Manscaped. So they're offering this great deal on the Performance Package, 20% off plus free shipping. The Performance Package is going to come with a Bush's Worst Nightmare. That is the Lawnmower 4.0. It's also going to come with some ball deodorant, the Weed Whacker. That's very important to get those nasty nose hairs out. And it's going to come with a free travel bag as well. Great deal we're giving you here on Dolphins Today. That's how you get it. Promo code Dolphins. Performance Package $95.99 with promo code Dolphins if you go to manscaped.com. That link and promo code going to be in the comments and the description of this video. Let's get into what Mike McDaniel said several weeks ago at this point at the league meetings. As far as exact ways we'll utilize Tyreek Hill relative to the way Deebo Samuel was used in San Francisco, there's probably going to be some overlap to some degree. Look, Tyreek obviously had a big impact in Kansas City. He proved himself as one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. But he wanted to do more to help his team. He wanted to do more for that offense. He is going to be able to do that in Miami. You got to know that, sometimes he might have been frustrated that Patrick Mahomes is running all over the place and then we'll just throw it away when he could have dumped it off to Tyreek. Tyreek could have gone for an 80-yard touchdown. I think that Tyreek, in terms of yards after the catch, in terms of maybe running the football as well, will be utilized more in Miami than he was in Kansas City. That's my second dream scenario, that Tyreek has a career year. Number 3 dream scenario might be the most unlikely. Top 15 offensive line. Keep in mind, the Dolphins ranked 32nd out of 32 NFL teams by PFF on the in terms of the offensive line last season. Here is the current offensive line depth chart. Connor Williams right now, for some weird reason, is going to be the starting center. That makes Eichenberg the starting left guard. That makes Austin Jackson the starting right tackle. There's really 2 guys that I feel good about right now. That's Terron Armstead, obviously, and Robert Hunt. The rest of the offensive line scares me a little bit, but in terms of dream scenario, it would be a dream scenario if they can somehow have a top half offensive line in the league. What is the percent chance that the Dolphins have a top 15 offensive line? Go down in the comments section and let me know. I'd say maybe 10%. It'd be a lot higher if they went out and maybe traded or signed for another offensive lineman, but I just hope they exceed expectations. If Connor Williams goes out and he's a high-quality center, I'm going to be the first one to apologize to him. I'm going to be the first one to apologize to Liam Eichenberg if he's a pretty quality left guard, and maybe Austin Jackson will finally untap his potential at the right tackle position. I hope they exceed my expectations, and I hope they're a top-half offensive line in the National Football League. Number 4 dream scenario is Mike McDaniel is the coach of the year. In my opinion, in terms of all of the hires that we saw this offseason, McDaniel was the best, and it was not even close. Here's what River Craycraft, new Dolphins wide receiver, said about him, who was coached by McDaniel in San Francisco. He is a super genius. That's all you need to know. He's smarter than everyone else. No offense to everybody out there. He's a player's coach. He acts like he's one of us in the sense that you can talk to him. He's never going to big-time you. Mike McDaniel is the man. He is exactly what the Dolphins need right now. And look at this. I mean, this guy just is the definition of swag. Mike McSwaggy, as we like to call him here on Dolphins Today. This is your NFL Coach of the Year for the year 2022. Right here. This guy rocking the Yeezys nonstop. I cannot wait to see this guy coach the Miami Dolphins. In fact, I am predicting that he is going to win the NFL Coach of the Year award. Will Mike McDaniel win Coach of the Year? You're talking about someone who has come in and has already changed the culture for the better in Miami. Type Y for yes or type N for no down in the comments section. It's the pinned comment on today's video. When ad break comes, go down, let me know what you think. Is Mike McSwaggy going to win Coach of the Year? Number 5 dream scenario is a deep playoff run. I'm not saying Super Bowl. I don't know how realistic that is in year 1 of McDaniel, but I think a deep playoff run is possibility. Here is kind of what I'm thinking. Goal of this season is making the playoffs. That should be the goal. You're in a very, very tough division. You're in a very tough AFC. If you are one of the top 7 teams in the AFC, that definitely means you won 10 games, and that will probably get you into the playoffs. That is the goal for this football team. I would be thrilled, and I mean over the moon thrilled, if they win a playoff game in advance to the divisional round. I think that would be something that we look back on and are really, really happy about in terms of this season's result. Dream scenario is making the AFC Championship game. They're 1 win away from the Super Bowl. I think that is the dream scenario for this season. But like I've said on this show before, if you make the playoffs, you absolutely have a chance to make it to the Super Bowl. Just look at what the Cincinnati Bengals did last season. How far do you think the Dolphins are going to go in 2022? Go down in the comments section and let me know.